Hi, I'm Dominic with Brinkley RV. We're in the bed of Ray's truck to go over hitching up your RV. What we've got in front of us is a fifth wheel hitch to go with your fifth wheel kingpin. Always consult your dealer or manufacturer before installing one of these. There's a bunch of different ones on the market, so I'd always make sure to talk to them before you do anything to make sure that this is fit and going to function the way you want it to. So first step before we hook up is always to make sure that your jaws are open. So you're going to want to pull your latch, open up the jaws, put the lock in place so that it doesn't close on you, and then we'll be ready to back up. So normally I wouldn't recommend being in the bed of the truck when you're doing this. Ray's backing up, and every once in a while that kingpin is going to be not even with your capture plate. You want to make sure it's seated just below everything so that those jaws actually close. So we're going to lower the unit a little bit and then get them to hook up. So if you're out of line when you go to back up, come over to your leveling controller, power on, retract, front jacks. And that should be enough to get us locked up. So we're back in the back of the bed of the truck. Again, I wouldn't recommend doing this while somebody's backing up, but just to show you guys what we're looking at. So now your pin box is aligned so that your skid plate will scoop the pin box a little bit, and the gap between here and the bottom of the kingpin, that's what you're shooting for those jaws to capture, because they've got to actually enclose around that kingpin. So if that doesn't happen, that means you're not locked and you're not going to be towing your RV. We're hooked up now. Usually you're going to hear some sort of an audible click when the jaws close. Some of them, like this one, if you come around a little bit, there's an indication window right there that'll match green for tow, yellow, red. So since we're green, you can put your pin back in place and then you're good to go. So we're all hooked up. Before you go to leave, it's always a good idea to raise your jack legs a little bit, pull the truck forward to make sure you're engaged. After you know you're engaged, retract your jack legs all the way up and then you're good to go. Always consult your dealer if you have any questions, or to make sure you're actually using the equipment properly.